Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today TV. I'm Sakshi Batra and this is Market Today, a show where we'll help you understand the closing action on the D Street, starting from the benchmark index moves to sectoral action and all the stocks that are buzzing the most in trade today. We'll help you get all the expert views to find out where exactly is money moving in the new October series and what should be your investment strategy as we approach this new month as well. First up, a quick check on how the benchmarks are doing at this point in time. A good day of trade, a good beginning for the October series, and the last trading session also turning out to be a thank God it's Friday. You can see a 0.8% of a surge on the Nifty, 19,684 coming in. The Sensex also up by over a 500-point surge. The Nifty Bank is up by nearly 400 points as well, and definitely supporting the market sentiments. 44,693 on the Nifty Bank, about 0.9% of a surge for this one. All the sectors of the Nifty are up in the green, led by gains coming in on the healthcare pack. It's almost up 3% in trade right now, and pharma stocks are definitely leading from the front today. Metal stocks shining bright, 2% surge for this one. Media stocks up in trade. PSU banks follow, 1.7% surge for this one. And also oil and gas and mid-cap 100, small-cap 100 index, the realty pack, you name it. It's a buzzing day of trade. A lot of stocks which are definitely trading in the positive zone. On the Nifty, you do have Hindalco as the top gainer, 5.5% surge for this one at 492. NTPC follows with a 3.5% surge. From the pharma pack, a lot of names coming in as far as the top gainers on the Nifty is concerned. So Dr. Reddy's, Divis Laboratories, you also have Sun Pharma, Polo Hospitals, all these stocks buzzing in trade today. The mid-cap pharma space also buzzing even more. The Nifty 500 space has Glenmark Pharmaceuticals as its top leader. We've seen almost a 9.5% surge on the intraday levels for this one as well. Also, apart from this, we have a number of other stocks that are buzzing in from the Nifty 500 basket. Hudco, for example, is up in trade. Hindalco, Gujarat Alkalis, JB Chemicals, Eris Life Sciences, Dr. Lal Path Labs, Oro Pharma. These are the names that are buzzing the most in trade over there as well. Let's look at the downside as well. If there is anywhere weakness that persists, some stocks from the Adani basket are down in trade. Adani Enterprises, the top loser today, 2.4% decline. LTI Mindtree, Tech Mahindra, HCL Technologies, TCS. So the IT pack is where the concern is coming in from. The Nifty IT right now has slipped into the red, about 0.1% of a weakness coming in on this one as well. But let's welcome our guest on the show. Raghavendra Singh joins in, market expert. Welcome, Raghavendra, and thank you so much for taking the time out for this discussion. We started the October series on a high note. The big question is, what does this series really have to offer to the investors? What is your take on the Nifty?
Well, very good afternoon, Sakshi. First of all, I would like to discuss about the rollover data because just now we have finished the September expiry and we are starting in the October series. So as far the rollover data is concerned, this time we have seen lower rollover in Nifty and the higher rollover on the Bank Nifty. So rollover data suggests that Nifty and Bank Nifty positions are very less for the retail traders. As far as FII's data is concerned, most of the FIIs are sitting on the short side. So in the month of September, we have seen long and short data was around 80-20 on the long side and 20% on the short side. Now the data is completely changed. Now FIIs are sitting on the short side with the 70% position and 30% position is on the long side. So this data suggests that October month can be quite jittery, and I believe there will be some profit taking on the higher side. But now positions are very less, and I think this momentum can continue in the next week so.
Okay. Any particular stocks where you have seen the strongest rollover happen? Any stocks where the weakest rollover has happened? Any stocks that you'd like to highlight?
There are 2-3 stocks where we have seen a strong rollover like TVS Motor, PSU Banks, Dixon Technology, Chola Finance. And L&T have seen a quite lower rollover in spite of high price upside. So I think apart from these 3-4 stocks, I believe the Coal India have given a strong breakout above 290, 280. So there is a strong rollover in Coal India also.
Okay, got that. Now let's focus on today's trading session and the buzzing spaces and your views on that as well. Let me begin by understanding from you about the pharma space. Your thoughts, the most buzzing sector today, and the kind of moves we are seeing not just in the large caps but also the mid cap pharma space. Names like Glenmark, Ajanta Pharma, the rare of the rare stocks that are making a comeback. Oro Pharma, strong move right there. Iris Life Sciences. How are you looking at the mid cap pharma basket, and what is your call here? Any particular stock that you would like to highlight?
We have already discussed so many stocks earlier, but now we are again coming on this Glenmark Pharma. Apart from that, Biocon, Arbindo Pharma, all three stocks are looking good, given a good breakout with the volume. So I believe October can be a month of pharma. And these three stocks, apart from these three, we are expecting Dr. Reddy to give good return in the month of October. So these three, four stocks are looking very promising on the chart, and we are expecting some good upside in these three stocks too.
Okay. Wanted to take your call on Lupin as well. The stock is now up by about 4 or 5 odd percent in trade right now. There is news flow as well. It's got a clearance from the US FDA too. Your thoughts on Lupin? What would you say at this point in time? 1174 for this stock.
Lupin was trading around 1100 and 1000 between from past few months, you can say. It was in the consolidation phase. Now it has given a strong breakout above that, and we have seen a strong crossover in 5 days and 20 days exponential moving average. So we are expecting next month to to give around 12601300 level. So this stock can be a good buy with the stop loss of 1150 1140.
ठीक है. Let's also look at two more stocks that are really contributing to the Nifty gains right now. Reliance Industries and ICICI Bank. Two heavyweights that are contributing to the markets positively. When we talk about Reliance Industries, definitely it's in the green after a day's lapse. The stock is up 3 out of the last 5 trading sessions, currently up by about 1.4% higher, contributing about 25 odd points towards the Nifty's upside, is the biggest contributor. Stock has already gained about 5.9% in the last 6 months. Not too much, underperforming the Nifty. But does the level look attractive to you at this point in time? At least for the second half of the fiscal year that has now begun, would you say that this is a good entry point for Reliance Industries?
I don't think so, because this stock is the laggard, since last 3-4 months, and I think there is a selling pressure on the higher side. So I don't see any kind of rebound in the stock over the chart also. But yes, there is some, small upside. We can say 20-40 rupees we can see, but I don't think this is a good buy. Apart from this, ICICI Bank is looking good. ICICI Bank is 930, 940 is a demanding zone from where it can touch 970, 980 level.
Okay, ICICI looks better at this point in time. How are you looking at the entire surge in the metal pack, and what would you say on Hindalco, for example, already up by 5% or so, 491 kind of levels being seen right now. Is it enough, or will the stock have more steam to play with?
I think Hindalco have very strong resistance around 500. If this stock cross that level, then only we can see some kind of a spurt. Otherwise, we can see a small profit booking around 470, 480, and above that, above 500, the stock potential to touch 520, 530 level.
Okay, got that as well. Apart from this, let's also look at some of the energy names. We've always discussed Coal India with you, which is one of your preferred stocks, and you do believe that the momentum can continue. It's trading at 295 odd levels today. NTPC, again, it's sharply up today, 245 odd levels being seen, 3.5% higher for this one as well. NHPC is up in trade. We have SJVN that's working up. So a lot of these power sector, energy sector names coming up. Which is your most preferred stock out of this entire basket right now?
I will prefer Coal India again, and apart from that, REC and PFC is my preferred bet. The entire sector is going through a very good juncture, and I think this momentum can continue. And we believe the October month also can be the month of that energy sector. So these 3-4 stocks are looking very good on the chart.
How about Tata Power, and how do you look at that stock? 2.4% higher in trade today. Moody's has upgraded the corporate family's rating to BA1 from BA2 as well. Your thoughts?
Tata Power is strong, have a very strong resistance around 270, 280. So I don't think that there is a much upside left in this stock. Already stock has given a good run up. So I think 220, 240 is the level from where we can, think to add this stock in our portfolio. But for now, it is avoid from our side.
Okay, this one is an avoid from your side. Let's also look at another space that is moving, and that is the oil and gas space as well. I wanted to take your view here, especially with the rise in crude oil prices. How are you looking at stocks like ONGC, Oil India, HOEC, for example, and vis-a-vis the oil marketing companies, or would you just take this, to one step further and now look at the gas plays, stocks like Mahanagar Gas, for example, IGL, for example? Do they show any kind of interesting move on the charts to return back into flavor?
I don't think so. The charts are not looking so promising. So these stocks like IGL, MGL, they are trading in a very narrow range from past, from 2 to 3 months. So I believe this momentum can continue and these stocks can trade in a limited range. Apart from that, ONGC is looking very promising. It is, about to break around 190, 200 level in the chart. If we break this level, then we can go for 220, 230 level. Apart from that, IOC is also looking very good on the chart, and I think this stock have potential to touch above 100 plus level. So I think these are the stocks which we are looking right now.
Okay. Any other particular sector or stocks that have come onto your radar as well that you'd like to share with all our viewers, Raghavendra?
We are expecting some kind of spurt in consumer durables like Pidilite, Godrej Consumer, FMCG stocks like ITC and Nestle are looking good. So these 2-3 stocks are looking very promising. Apart from that, yes, Manappuram Finance and Bajaj, Twins. Bajaj Twins are very looking very good because the festive seasons are coming and we are expecting some kind of demand for these two stocks.
Okay, got that. Well, okay. Many thanks then, Raghavendra, for being with us and discussing all these buzzing areas with all our viewers. Good to speak to you.
Thank you so much.
Markets holding up about 100 points higher in trade for the Nifty. 19,631 currently on the Nifty. 279 points higher on the Nifty Bank. Slight bit of volatility is now what you can see because the markets have come off the highest point of the day. But we're still about 15-17 minutes away from the day's close. Even if some profits are being taken right ahead of the long weekend, the Nifty has turned positive for the week again, and we may see a positive closing right there. We'll keep an eye out on the markets and how they're moving from here, and we'll continue to give you an update on how should you be focused towards your investments in equity. So stay tuned with us on Business Today TV to catch all the updates from the world of business and stock markets. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and also continue to engage with us on our other social media platforms too.